All right, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of ONIMUSHA Warlords. Last time we went through the east area and we defeated Hecuba, the bee boss. And now we're gonna see what's left. I think we're probably getting close to the end. I don't know that for sure, of course, but I bet you we are. No, we're not doing that again. We went down and we went halfway, apparently. Oh shit, okay. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know what we're doing. Yes, I do. We have the arrow. So we need to, defeat that door thing. Can we not get there from... Okay, so yeah, let's actually turn around. Why do you have the your weakest weapon? The evil seal door. Yeah. I think it's back here, right? Yes. We have the great arrow. If you need to see how we got the great arrow, watch the previous video. It required several steps. I think most people that watch this kind of video aren't trying to figure out how to do things. Most people, the very few, these types of videos don't get a lot of views. When worlds collide, open the gate to the demon world. But I think the few that are just interested in watching a first playthrough of an older game. But there are occasionally people that will go through and comment on my video, hey, thanks for showing me how to do X and X and X. And occasionally it is older games, but usually it's newer games. Okay, so... Oh, what's up? Oh, is this it? This might be it.
You pathetic human worm. Impressive you've come this far, but ultimately futile since your journey ends here. Only humans can...
The journey ends here?
You. Why don't you go back to playing with your worthless little toys? I have no time for you.
What did you say? How dare you? A mere human mock me? Fine then. It's time for you to fight my greatest creation! Come, Marcellus!
Marcellus, we already fought Marcellus. This guy's different. That is not Marcellus.
Go, Marcellus!
Okay, alright. I have full ability. Oh shit. That's gonna continue happening because I'm horrible. Get up! Take your time, bro! What's in here? Okay. Okay, watch your health. We've got enough. We can play a little fast and loose with this. Okay, phase 2, I guess. Oh my god, that hurt horribly. Oh, that just gets you all the way to full. Well, it's the right time to... Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Oh no! Really? Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright. God, it takes him forever to get up. I don't know what else to do other than just fucking tank this guy. I can't believe we wasted all of our Shifu power. Okay, I'm hitting pause over and over again. Try not to use any more of those if you can. Why aren't you dropping any more orbs, motherfucker? I need more orbs. Not herbs. I mean, I'll take them, but you're not going to drop those. I mean, I'm definitely damaging. God damn, that combo's... Fucking... Oh my god, okay. That's not going to last long. This definitely isn't the last boss. Oh, no, not that. Okay, alright, we did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. Elite Demon Slayer. Defeat Marcellus's final form. Okay. 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 So, onwards and upwards, right? Or downwards, I don't know where we're going. Okay. So maybe this is it? Okay. Everything is maxed. Demon World map. Enhance all swords to maximum. Demon World? Okay, so this is the Demon World. Great. This is the last area, it's gotta be. What's the name of the snail head guy? The shell head guy? What's his deal? What's his name? I don't remember. So we don't need XP anymore, so just fucking keep running by these guys. Just run by them. We don't need to fight them. There's literally no reason to fight them. Well, I guess they also drop health and magic, but we don't need either of those right now either. Yeah, so downward is the answer. We're going down. The squelching is gross. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. This might be it. God, I hope they give me another save point. So no, they're not going to. So I'm gonna have to do that run if I die again. So just watch your health, Nick. It's probably this is the boss fight room, right?
I am
Fortinbras. Whoa. That's pretty legit for a PS2 cutscene. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That looks really cool for 2001. I bet that was impressive 25 years ago. Okay, so is this the snail head guy? Or is it somebody else? We're not having to fight Snailhead, dude? Okay, now that looks like a final boss.
Stop!
Sister!
Even if I die,
I bet you don't die because there's like 4 more of these games. Try not to do that so much, Nick. That's all my magic. Oh shit. Knocked me into the fucking... Okay, use the medicine. I mean, we're wrecking this guy, right? Okay, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. So is that fire? Oh, jeez. Is that magic that was floating around? Is that gone? Sorry. Alright, are we done with this part? Okay. Wait! This better be the fucking last guy. Suddenly I'm having trouble. This must be a second phase thing or something, because I'm having trouble suddenly dodging any of his attacks. Yeah, okay. I don't know if button mashing matters or... Don't kill me! Don't kill me! God damn it! Alright, that's okay. That second phase is tough. He's definitely picked up his attacks at some point and they got tougher. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all that running again. Just heal, don't... Just keep her health. Use herbs unless you're at the very bottom, but use them often. Because if he picks you up and... I mean, I was at half health when you picked me up with that attack. So I need to stay above half health if I can. So use herbs. That's going to be tricky to manage because I'm not going to want to use medicine unless I'm low. But if I'm low, that means I'm taking a risk. I could die at any moment. Pick up those 2 medicines. That is going to be clutch. We probably were close. I bet we were close. Can't skip the cutscenes.
Help us!
Oh, we can skip that. That's cool. I mean, that was a cool cutscene, but you know, I don't need to watch it more than once.
Stop! Even if I die, I will destroy you!
Where are you going? Maybe pace those out a little bit better. You're just gonna get hit more if you do that, Nick. Just. So yeah, if you're at that point, go ahead and use an herb. You know what you should do, actually? Use your abilities to interrupt his attacks. God damn, that's annoying. Excuse me. Get up! I feel like I'm doing worse this time. How do you... Is there a way to dodge all this fucking shit? Oh my god. Fucking asshole. Okay, get your sorry ass up! I don't care about XP. Motherfucker knocked me into the fucking... Fuck me. Okay, start! Start! I can't apparently pause unless I'm fucking standing on my feet and nothing's touching me. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Hey, apparently if you're on the back row, that won't hit you. I need that. Go ahead and heal. Are we getting close, or what's up? Oh my fucking god, dude. Is that it? What's the save the princess? Defeat Fortinbras. Let's fucking go. Fuck that guy. Hekibo's harder.
Let's get out of here.
I'm fine.
We cannot stay here any longer. Run!
Wow, it's only been 22 minutes. Oh, come on, man.
Forget about me. Go!
Maybe we don't have to fight him again. I bet we do. Oh. Oh, shit. So we're like a kaiju or a werewolf or something? Why didn't we have this ability during the actual game? Oh, that's fucking awesome. Why didn't we have this ability during the whole game? That would have been fun if you turn into one of these guys. Whatever. Maybe in the second one. We'll find out in May. That can be the end? We don't have to fight that guy, do we?
Ambitions were shattered by the hand of Samanosuke and his friends. However, when Yoshitatsu Saito died the following year, his feeble-minded son, Tatsuoki, became the Lord. At that time, Oda's army returned to Mino Province and conquered the Inabayama Castle, putting an end to the history of the Saito family. However, it is unknown as to whether demons were involved.
Yes, it is known. Demons were not involved. It is known.
After the downfall of the Saito family, Princess Yuki went to stay with a family friend, the Baron in Sakai Province. His name? Sokyu Imai.
Some of these people are real people, and I know.
However, in less than a month, she would leave. With Sokyu's blessing, she left in a ship to see the
But
world.
I don't know who or what. Like the Oda Empire is like, or not the Oda Empire, but like
Yumemaru accompanied her on this journey.
I know of this because of games like Rise of the Ronin, Ghost of Tsushima,
Desperately searched for the
like there's a bunch of the Neo games,
never found him.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
Tsuhide Akechi employed her as his agent. She continued her job until
Dynasty
she died
Warriors.
14 years later in a war at Yamazaki province.
Oh, it sucks.
As for Samanosuke, no one knows what happened to him.
Let's go. Credits, baby. Title card. Awesome. That didn't take very long. All right, cool. Well, first things first, let's look at the bottom of the screen here. So the bottom of the screen says that we have beaten 13 games in 2025, sorry, and 566 games since we started doing this in 2020. Those numbers are false. We have now beaten 14 games in 2025 and 567 since we started doing this. Let's go. All right, let's talk about the ups and downs of ONIMUSHA Warlords. The only reason this I'm vaguely aware of this franchise. Like, I remember being at Blockbuster when I was a kid and seeing this game available for rent, you know, but that's about all I knew about it. And then just recently, a new ONIMUSHA game was announced for 2026 release, as well as a remaster for ONIMUSHA 2. I knew this game had already been remastered, so I figured this is a great time to jump on the train. We'll beat this before the remaster of 2 comes out in May, and then we'll play that, and then we'll see, you know, maybe we'll play the rest of them, I don't know. So that's why we're playing it now, and I really didn't know anything about it other than the box art. I knew it was Capcom, that was about it. And I thought because it was Capcom, I remember thinking, like, are we going to get some, like, is it like Devil May Cry? Is it going to be something like that? And it is a little bit like Devil May Cry. I'd say it's more of a combination between Devil May Cry and, like, well, maybe it's got a little bit of a Resident Evil feel to it. I guess it's more like Devil May Cry. It's got some of that, like, the puzzles and exploration that you think of in like a Resident Evil game, an older Resident Evil game. But I'm remembering now that the first Devil May Cry was very much like that too, which, you know, I know that, and a lot of people know that was originally going to be Resident Evil 4, and then they made some changes to it, or what, yada yada. Anyway, it's a lot like the original Devil May Cry. It's not really like any of the other ones, but it is a lot like the original Devil May Cry. It's not as good. Well, actually, I don't know if I believe that or not, because there was a lot of problems with the original Devil May Cry, but it's like that game. So, and it was fun. I particularly enjoyed. The combat was challenging without being too broken. A lot of games from this era, a lot of the challenge just comes from the jank. It comes from the fact that the controls aren't very good, the camera's not very good, yada yada yada. There was some of that here with the fixed camera issue. There were certain times where the camera would keep changing right in the middle of a boss fight or something. But once you know what you're signing up for, it wasn't so you know what to expect, that kind of thing, and so it wasn't so bad. And the game's not that challenging. I think for me personally, a bad combination is when there are games like this that are can be really difficult, but they also have a lot of jank, and that's a bad combination for me. I don't enjoy that kind of difficulty. Save maybe for a diamond in the rough like Demon Souls or something, but usually that kind of thing will make me just quit a game. I just won't play it if that's the reason it's difficult, because it's broken. I don't really want to play it. This game has a lot of jank, but because it's not that difficult otherwise, it was a lot more palatable, and I enjoyed it a lot more. But most of the difficulty does come from the rough controls, the tank controls, the bad UI, that kind of thing. You know, I don't want to say bad, but it's dated. So because it wasn't that hard, I was still able to enjoy it, even though there were some issues, just because of how old it is. Let me turn this down a little bit. I should have done that already, my bad. I particularly enjoyed the the level progression of your upgrading your items, finding like the orbs to upgrade your weapons and stuff, kind of like Devil May Cry. I particularly enjoyed a couple of the boss fights were pretty decent, but I really mostly more just enjoyed just hacking through a bunch of like 7-8 dudes at a time kind of a thing. I thought that was fun. I particularly enjoyed the exploration, being able to check the map, go from room to room, look for items, look for healing, look for bullets, look for that kind of new weapons and stuff like that. That was fun. The exploration was a big part of what I liked the most. As far as like big problems, I like I said, the fixed camera is rough. It's rough. There are certain periods that it was pretty tricky. What's this? Just like ONIMUSHA will return. Oh, his name's not ONIMUSHA. Well, whatever his name is. Okay. The camera was rough. The UI was pretty rough. So the fluoride's not for anything. Fuck you. Anyway, certain parts of the controls were pretty bad. Like, for instance, you can't remap the controls. Sure, I'll save. You can't remap the controls, and there was one particular button that I hated. It's the L3. Just pushing the left on an analog stick will take you to the map, which was nice that there was a button that would take you to the map immediately. I love that. But anytime I'm in the heat of battle, I'm gripping. It's a thing that I do, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but I have a particular problem with it where I'll grip the controller real hard. So L3 and R3 get pushed accidentally all the time when I'm in the middle of an intense fight. And so I would just go to the map 6, 7, 8 times in the middle of every boss fight. Every single boss fight was going to the map over and over and over again. So, I recognize that some of that's a me problem, but I would have liked to have it affected my enjoyment of the game that I couldn't remap the controls. But that's pretty common for the time, so I understand that, but it did affect my enjoyment level of the game. I didn't like that when you go back and forth between the main guy and this girl, Kaede, and I didn't like that she didn't have any progression of any kind. I understand it, because you're only her a couple of different times in the game, but the game's really short. So, it probably took me about 5 hours, 5.5 total, including all the saves and everything. And in that time, you only play as her twice, but they're for extended periods of time. So they could have done something, just to upgrade her weapon or something. But because there wasn't anything like that, there's absolutely zero incentive for fighting any enemies. So when you're her, you're wasting your time if you're fighting anything. Just run by everything. I guess technically you could make that same argument for Resident Evil 1, but in that game, you're doing so much backtracking that it's a smarter choice when you're managing your health to kill the zombies in certain areas anyway, because you only have to do it once in most cases. In this game, it's not that linear, but you're not, like when you're her, you're not going through places multiple times very often, so there's absolutely no reason. You can easily run around the enemies, so there just was no incentive to use any combat with her. And she's not in any boss fights, so there's just no reason for her to even have an attack, as far as I'm concerned. There were a couple other things that were confusing in the UI, but nothing major that's not typical for the time. All in all, I enjoyed it. I have actually appreciated that it was pretty short, because a game like this I don't have a ton of patience for, honestly. This game's not going to rank super high, but when I think about where I'm going to rank it, I'm going to think about games like Devil May Cry. And, the original Devil... Now, I'm talking about the original Devil May Cry, because it was a very similar type of experience, although it was much shorter, which I found to be actually kind of merciful in that particular case. The original Devil May Cry is ranked 444 out of 567, so it's not super high because it's frustrating. I actually might rank this one a little bit higher, because although it's not as fulfilling in some places, I think Devil May Cry has a better story. I think Devil May Cry has more interesting combat mechanics. It has better boss fights. Even the original has better boss fights, better graphics, I think, even though it came out the same year, apparently. It has a lot of things that are better, but it was extremely frustrating because it was fairly difficult. And having to wrestle with a bad UI, bad controls, bad camera, and having a game that was pretty challenging was a recipe for a lot of frustration. So I don't know if I recorded it here. I only died 53 times. But it's a manual save system, so I think I remember losing a lot of progress several times. When I think about where I'm going to rank it, it's going to be somewhere around there, but maybe slightly better, just because it was less frustrating, because it was pretty easy. And again, that's for me is a plus if we're dealing with something that's a lot more dated. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I played it. I'm very curious to see how they're going to improve on the... I played through all the Devil May Cry games back in 2022, and it was really fun. Even though some of those games I loved and some of them I hated, it was really fun to see the progression of where the series goes. Even from like 4 to DMC Devil May Cry, which I actually loved, to Devil May Cry 5, like all those different ways that the franchise evolves. I love watching stuff like that. It's a big number one reason that I play games in order. I like to see where it started and where it goes. So I feel like a lot of the times picking up these original games, because I don't have a lot of patience for jank, and I recognize it's a little bit unusual because I'm an older guy. I'm in my 40s. And a lot of people my age are like, oh, the SNES games are the best games. The old Nintendo games are the best. I really don't feel that way. I think that almost 99% of the actual best games ever have come out in the last 10 years. And that's blasphemy for a lot of people my age. But I just think that games are better now. There's a lot of shittier games, too. But there's just more games in general. It's just a fact. I'm getting on a bit of a tangent now, but it's just a fact that, like, if you look at the year 2004. 2004 was an amazing year for gaming. We're talking about Resident Evil 4, Half-Life 2, a bunch of other stuff that came out that year that is absolutely incredible. If you look at the top 20 games from 2004, you're going to be hard pressed to even come up with 20 amazing games. I could come up with 70 in 2024. Like, there's maybe not that many, but 40. I could double it easily. There's just more great games now. So anyway, I say all that to say that I'm a little bit unusual when it comes to how I feel about modern games. So when I play these older games, a big part of the reason that I'm doing it is because I really love to see that the franchise evolve. Oh, what are they changing? What are they adding? What are they taking away? You know, what are they making simpler? What are they making more involved and more complex? How have the graphics changed? How have the combat systems and controls been updated? I love watching that stuff. So when this, the remaster, or whatever they call it, the remaster for 2 comes out in May, I'll be very curious to see how it has changed. I think it's just a remaster. I think it's just like this, where it's just updated from, like, it's a port with some updated graphics. I don't think it's a reimagining. So, and that's good, because if it's a reimagining, that's a separate game. So I would play 2 first. So yeah. All right, cool. We did it. That's it for ONIMUSHA Warlords. Last order of business. It's been fun. This game costs $20. Can you believe that? That's a little bit much. But I did have a good time playing you, but now it is time to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye. Appreciate ya. Thanks a bunch. Okay, that's it for ONIMUSHA Warlords. Just brief roadmap for the next few weeks in case you are interested. Today is March 4th, 2025. Suikoden 2 comes out, the remaster comes out on March 6th, which is 2 days from now. I don't think I'm going to have time to play anything between now and then, which if I were still doing my 100 games a year thing, I would try really hard to fit something in. I've been thinking about Red Racer, because I want to play that at some point, but I'm a little worried that game's going to be too hard. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember how hard it is. I might try something like that, but I doubt it. I'll probably just get everything ready for Suikoden on March 6th. So that's going to take some time, because I have committed to a friend of mine, and to myself, really, now that I'm not hurrying through games as much, I am not going to... I'm not going to rush as much through games that I know deserve my attention. So, like, this is a really good example of a game. The how long to beat time just for the main story is 33 hours. So this game is going to take us some, and I'm only averaging maybe 3 hours a day on games now. So this game is going to take 2 weeks maybe to beat. So we're going to be playing Suikoden 2 for a long time. And I'm going to try and stream some of it. I don't know how much of that I'll actually do, but I'll probably try and do a little bit. So let's say we beat this around March 20th. We should have time to play at least one more game between that and Atomfall when that comes out on March 27th. I'm not 100% sure. There are 3 games coming out on March 27th. Atomfall, First Berserker Kazan, and AI Limit. I'm not super sure. I said before I was going to play Atomfall first. I'm not, because it's on Game Pass, and so it's like I might as well. I know I'm going to play it. So the other one, what if First Berserker Kazan comes out and it has horrible reviews? You know, and I don't look those things up ahead of time, but I do occasionally hear things like that. Like, oh, that game sucks, like on TikTok or something. Oh, it's a disaster. Or I'll see on my subscription page that there's a video from What Culture. It's like, First Berserker Kazan's a huge disappointment or something like that. If I hear of something like that, then sometimes I won't play it. But I'm thinking like, A, I usually don't do that. So if it's bad, I won't know probably. And B, it's a Souls-like. So I'm going to play it. Even if it's garbage, I'm going to buy it and play it. So I think I might actually play First Berserker Kazan first. AI Limit is another anime-looking Souls-like that comes out the same day. So maybe what I'll do is I'll play First Berserker Kazan, then play Atomfall so I don't conflate those 2 games. And then play AI Limit. In any case, all that's going to take us well into April. And then we'll still have to play more Post Trauma that comes out on March 31st. And then by the time we're all done with all of those, it'll be time to play South of Midnight on April 8th. So we're going to be backed up. It's the release schedule for the next 3 months is insane. Plus, I'm moving during April and May, so it's going to be rough, man. April, we'll just look at it real quick. April 8th is South of Midnight, and then April 15th is Lost Records Bloom and Rage. It's tape 2 of that, but I'm going to play both of them at that point because I don't want to play one and then wait a month. So probably by the time we get to Lost Records, we'll be caught up. And then Clair Obscur Expedition 33 doesn't come out until April 24th. But we're going to be playing mostly new games. And then May 6th, Metal Eden comes out. May 8th, Midnight Walk comes out. May 15th, Doom the Dark Ages comes out. May 22nd, Blades of Fire comes out. May 23rd, ONIMUSHA 2 comes out. May 30th, Lost Soul Aside comes out. I mean, we're going to be busy. And then it slows down a little bit. But honestly, the only reason it slows down is probably because we don't have the release dates for games that are probably coming. So we're going to be busy for the rest of the year. Through the summer, probably. But yeah, rest of the year, honestly. Now that I was thinking about it this morning, I'm not going to be able to beat 100 games this year. There's just no way. So I'm thinking maybe 65, maybe. Well, I play 40 brand new games every year. So from now on, honestly, the vast majority of the games that I'm going to be playing are going to be new games. I'm probably going to be a little bit more selective of what I play at launch. But the focus for me for the last couple of years now has been new games, playing new games. Because I want, at the end of the year, when I say these are the 10 best games of the year, I don't want to go into that after only having beaten 15 or 20 new games. So, I want to at least be somewhat informed, even as it is, where I beat 41 new games last year, and that was beating 100 games, and playing a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't care about, knowing what I know now. I still had big games that I didn't play last year, big games. So We'll see. In any case, if you're that's it. If you're still here and you watch the whole video, or even if you watch the very end, thank you. I appreciate you. It does mean a lot to me. I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.